Antonio. All right, play limpia y buena suerte. Gracias.
About just swarming Demarco early, that he'd rather just take his time and do what he needed to do, and the big punches would come.
I saw Valero in the elevator in the hotel, and the right hook, and he'll go under and over with it.
There's the first good left hand from Valero. Let's see what it did to Demarco. He employs that, and he's doing it in spots here tonight.
Valero with both hands down. Valero saying that he caught an elbow is a major punch.
Yeah, there's no way a punch caused that.
Juan Francisco Arenas is the ringside doctor, and that is ugly. He may not be able to continue. No, whoa, look at that gut.
Yeah. Elbow, accidental foul, elbow. Okay, accidental foul. Okay, elbow. Okay, okay.
That brings us to rules. Even an accidental foul results in a point deduction from the uninjured fighters. So a point was taken away from him. He did indeed, and the difference is that came from a punch.
Demarco trying to remain patient. But there is an awfully big target on the face, and a mouthpiece now gone. Valero loses his mouthpiece. Demarco, he wants to fight his urge of being a brawler. And that's the end of the round.
The forehead. The right hand was there, and there comes the elbow on the forehead of Edwin Valero. Wow, that's a rough one. But the interesting thing is that yet you can make the case for Demarco. He just wants to get out of these first 3 rounds, and he has landed some meaningful punches. There's no question about that. Oh, big left hand by Valero. Great opposition. Was he a great knockout puncher, or were those fighters just susceptible? His last 3 fighters, by the way, are ages 34, 36, and 39, Valero's opponents. Valero's done better than I think some might expect. When you watch him on tape, sometimes you don't see all the skills. He's not a bad defensive fighter, and I'm going to tell you something else. He punches in combination better than you even think.
But I will say this, he keeps his hands awfully low.
Yeah. Shots, probably more power shots. Singular punches from Demarco look good. There's big shots by Valero.
Demarco almost buckled, saved by the ropes. Demarco eating that jab. Another combination landing for Valero. But the question is,
it's hard to tell, but I think he felt the power of Valero.
I don't think Valero has hurt him a bit. I think he's walked through it, in my opinion, now, and he's setting him up to make a serious run as this fight goes on. There's a left hand.
Early on in the round, would get that strong jab in, though he did take a left hand over it in the process, and Valero getting a couple of shots in. Valero, though, had very good moments in this round, and you see how well he uses his jab to set up these power punches. Now, but Demarco was able to take
the official judges scoring.
As we anticipated, a big edge for Valero. 2 judges with it 39-36, and Orange Schellenberger has it 40-35, so they have a pretty big margin. And remember, a point was deducted. Now here, the rest row, which has made the scoring a lot closer all night, 2 for Valero. That left hand by Valero was a strong one. That was one of the better ones he's thrown in this fight. Now, to Demarco's credit, and this speaks to what you talked about, he has not buckled from those punches.
Round 5 scheduled for 12, the WBC lightweight title. Edwin Valero, the champion, who moved up from Demarco in the black trunks. Now Demarco coming in. He's rolling that left hand. He has to be careful.
Notice, he jabs to the body. He feints. He's a more complete fighter than I thought when I watched the tape. Here comes Demarco. Wait, but he's certainly never been stopped. And again, another left hand.
Very nice right hook by Demarco. And that got Valero's attention. Now Demarco gaining a little confidence.
And making Valero
ties him up.
Yeah.
And that is a sign.
Edwin Valero landing yet another straight left hand, although Demarco countered it very well with a right hook. And that's what Demarco really wants to do. And that right hook, which we talked about in the keys to victory, will get in for Demarco. That's his best punch, kind of generic, if
Yes.
you will. Yeah, and you know, we've seen him perform very well, but again, oh, nice hook by Demarco. That's what he's got to land. But again, we have not seen him against this caliber of fighter.
Valero continuing to come in, setting him up. He wants a knockout. He wants to show the American public that he's a future superstar in this weight class. And double left hook by Valero, the boxing skills, not just a brawler. They said he was like water with his hand speed and also with his footwork. He told us in our meeting yesterday that he can do that if need be, and we've seen him do it this evening.
Absolutely, Gus. I didn't see it on the tapes. You see it tonight. There's all the subtleties. He's still not the greatest.
Valero throws a lot of punches from weird angles. Demarco missing. Oh, look at the quickness and the slickness of Edwin Valero. He's showing that he's a boxer.
The jab, straight left hand. But as Gus pointed out, he also has thrown some wider punches like those left hands he threw and the right hooks. Setting things up with the jab, but here, that overhand left, and that the way title in 2006 from Vincent Mascara, dominated rounds 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and knocked him out in the 10th. Now this, oh my, what a left hand by Valero. So Valero does know what it's like to control the latter part of a fight and win it. But in this round, Demarco's come out with conviction, but for his trouble, took a big left hand. And that's the danger for Demarco. When you come forward, you come
out of this fight. Oh, mean left hand. There's another one. Now Valero starting to pick apart the 24-year-old Demarco. Demarco landing a right hook.
Demarco needs to turn this around with a monstrous right hook, and that'll be what does it if he can. And that's what he needs right now very badly.
And like Manny Pacquiao, though, Valero throwing so many punches in combination from different angles, from different hand placement.
You know, I said he was the old Manny Pacquiao. Right. He's a little more straightforward. Terrific fighter. He hasn't been as active as Pacquiao.
8 rounds scheduled for 12. 17 seconds to go. Oh, low blow by Demarco. He's getting wild now. He is taking a beating in there. Although it looks like Valero is the fighter that is actually taking the beating, but
This is a point in the fight, though, where even though Demarco had the look of a really beaten fighter in that corner, for Valero, there's still danger to get hit with a right hook, but he is landing big shots.
Demarco eating shot most of the time during that 1-minute break.
And there was talk in Demarco's corner that if he didn't get busier, they were going to stop the fight. Nice straight left hand by Demarco, but it's one and done when he throws punches.
Valero, so slick.
Estimated some of the skills of Valero.
7 seconds to go in the 9th round, scheduled for 12. Now Tony Demarco, mouth open, tired, as he stops young Tony Demarco and retains his WBC lightweight title.
A very disappointing loss for this 24-year-old. Not the end of his boxing career by any stretch of the imagination, but for this man, he made a marketing statement tonight to tell the world, you haven't seen me, here I am. I am someone to be reckoned with in the lightweight division, and boy is he ever.
27-0.